Hello, everybody. This is Wolf. I'm joined with Mega Man. How you doing, Mega?
I'm doing well this fine Saturday afternoon.
All right, and it's Saturday, which means community race time. This is the Final Fantasy VI randomizer that we call the Worlds Collide. Interesting seed tonight. We might actually break some records tonight here. Um, so we got our four racers tonight. We're gonna have Brianna Fofana, Mr. Entity, Jex Verox, and Radio Guy PDX. So, you want to give a rundown of what we're going to be looking for entrances here, bud?
Um, so for you to enter is 6 characters, 3 espers, 1 dragon. But for statues, it's 3 characters, 5 espers, and 3 dragons?
Yes, and you actually start the seed with 3 characters, so you already got part of the pie already figured out for the shortcut. So 5 espers and 3 dragons, very easy to get, possibly, depending on how these, depending on how the chips fall with the espers and all. So, like I said,
That is certainly strange.
a couple of other tips for everybody here. It's the there's a 3 character start, all of which are going to be random. Um, let's see. It is character gating. It is now open world, and YNPC remove is off, so no shortcutting in this seed today. That's like the one thing that's being protected, actually. Player experience will be 4, magic point multiplier is 5, goal multiplier is 5. Progression is 2.5, which should scale a little bit back. Make these players a little worried when they just go get a bunch of espers and they're still level 3, or probably 10 after they fight a couple bosses. And after that, pretty standard. After that, it's all pretty much standard flags after that. So. Now, given this setup, would you probably go for the shortcut there, Mega?
Yeah, I'd probably do it.
Yeah,
But if
definitely,
I'm
especially
getting
when.
like super bad RNG, yeah, I guess I'll go for just the entrance.
Yeah, the entrance definitely has its perks. I mean, it does take a good about 10, about, I say 10 minutes, but a good 7 or 8 minutes trying to get through the base levels of Kefka's tower to get there. Plus, you actually skip a boss fight that has no real significance to even do anything. So, yeah, it is definitely very helpful for that. All right, some of our runners are making some last minute bathroom breaks, so apparently we're not going to get any bathroom breaks during the Blitz montage. All right, we just got our 30-second board up, 30 seconds to the start of the run. Not much to really tell about this seed. I guess we can we'll get into it once we get the runners up here to see who our 3 character start is, and it's going to be a juicy one. Let's put it that way. Hmm. And here we go.
Any second now.
Here we
And it
go.
looks like we're off.
Now our voices will be about 5 or 6 seconds behind, so just mind that as we have a Terra Celeste and Sabin start. That's strong. What do you think? What do you think about that for those checks?
We have some pretty easy checks right off the bat.
Yeah, we have Radio Guy
Like,
doing one of those already with the treasure room there.
Yeah.
So red cap, hyper wrist, ribbon. Not bad.
Reno just picked up a Masamune.
Yep, and by the way, the 3 characters that are starting, Terra has X magic, Sabin with throw, and Celeste with jump. Those are pretty good abilities.
And
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, Jex Varrock's already finding a experience egg in Albrook World of Balance.
We're just getting good items left and right.
Yeah, I see earrings for sale for Brianna. She's buying a couple. Those are going to be very important for Terra being X magic. So already casting 2 spells at once. Probably going to have to find a golden hairpin or an economizer to really take full advantage of that. Early stages in game, probably not going to be good for you.
Yeah. Well, if I think I had this start, I would go to Esper Cave, then go to the Figaro town and do the Celis check there.
Yeah, it's definitely helpful when you get a bunch of items to stack up with. We're seeing a lot of good items between ribbon, running shoes, and hyper wrists. Pretty decent items, you know, and that we're not finding any of the junk items that we find in other places. As Radio Guy finishes our very, very first check here, and that was just an item. That was the economizer. So right off the back, that's Terra's economizer that she needed.
Yeah, so pretty much a dead check except for all the items. He's looking to do the Figaro Town one. Atma weapon.
Where was the Atma weapon?
In the South Figaro Town.
Ooh, in Dragon Boots. That'll be our red jumper.
We already have someone with natural jump.
Yeah, so you're looking for Dragon Horn, not Dragon Boots, unfortunately. Brianna having some issues on her screen. Celeste seems to be the only one available going up against a Spectre here, and that's going to be reset for her. Jex is getting his economizer. He might be happy to see that. The only problem is Terra still not very usable right now until she gets an Esper on her, because she has X magic. It's not natural magic, so she doesn't have any spells yet. She still has to find an Esper with some usable spells like Fire, Ice, or whatever before you can actually use those abilities. So.
Mr. Empty going and doing his Esper Cave. You're gonna take the boxes there first, though.
Yep, and Radio Guy is gonna about to do his Celeste check here in a second once he gets back upstairs. Ooh. No, come back.
No, let us see what it is. The suspense is killing me.
Well, we'll tell people, though it's frozen, it is, we are being told, it is an Esper. It's going to be, oh, Radio Guy crashed. His server crashed. Or his player crashed. Oh,
no.
Well, when they get back to that, it will be an Esper. It'll be one of the Espers. It'll actually be Phoenix. I don't have the spells, what the spells are on these Espers, though, but we will see Jex about to get that check right now, followed by Brianna shortly thereafter. But hopefully Radio Guy will get back in a second. We had somebody blue screen the other day, and last week, actually, with Destiny, he still won the race by a good 10 seconds after blue screening, so...
Good for him. Not everyone can pull a nice recovery on that.
No, definitely. Yeah, he's got to get the computer fixed. It's been blue screening, unfortunately, for a bit. But that Jex says his Esper that we just mentioned, it is the Phoenix Esper. He has the Economizer on Terra, so hopefully there's some offensive spells on that to learn, and should be pretty good to go. Because Terra naturally has good magic power anyways, so...
Still not as high as Realm, but...
Well, no, nobody can beat Murder Child. I mean,
second highest.
She has that title for a reason.
Murder Child will be Murder Child. If not, Terra's your next best option.
Jack's also picking up a Thunder Blade. Some people don't really like the elemental blades, but good note that is that as we're getting an advertisement on Brianna's stream, apparently. So I guess get Discover. So one good thing to know about those elemental swords is that they actually have magic power imbued with them. So they're actually very helpful for the magic users and like that. So
apparently this stream is sponsored by Discover and Coke. We're not actually sponsored. Please don't sue us.
Oh, now we're getting our car insurance. Alright, moving on. Okay, we got Mr. Entity. He's gonna go make his checks at the South Figaro to get his Esper. And because we have Sabin in the party, we're gonna get discounts. Double check. That's a different car company. So we're gonna get that. So he's gonna get things at a discount for buying items here. So it should be helpful for Jex as well, for all the racers, because Sabin's in the party already. And we have Fire 3 and Doom and Mute. That is great for Final Kefka.
Yeah. Especially Fire 3, which is probably the fastest spell in the game.
Yeah, one of the faster spells in the game, and it's good against the head on Kefka Tier 1. And the Mute is good for Kefka Tier 2 on the magic, and Doom is good on Kefka's Tiers 1 and 2 for 2 of the targets there. So, and with Fire 3, if you put that on Terra, where their Economizer X magic, she's going to be throwing double fire 3s every single casting with a total cost of 2 MP. I told you we could be breaking records with this.
Yes.
Looks like Mr. Entity is going to do the Match Tech Facility series here. taken off the Moogle charms, so he's going to be getting to a couple fights here once he gets into the facility. Oh, he's actually going to do the pledge battle, which is interesting.
Don't see that fight too often.
No, you don't. So I believe all our runners now, except for Brianna, has the economizer. But she is taking advantage of the throwing ability from Sabin. Unfortunately, using magic power with the elemental throws instead of the physical ones with like shuriken like that. But yeah, still be effective at hitting all the targets here. She gains a couple levels down the basement here. And Radio Guy's back. All right. But unfortunately, it looks like he had to go back to his last save point, so it looks like he's going to have to redo the sealed cave again. And the Celeste cell, so he basically had to start all over again.
That stinks.
Alright, now Jax is we'll see that Spectre fight, but of course Revivify because the target's undead. There'll be an auto kill for that. And moving on. Unfortunately, Brenna probably didn't have the Revivify in her inventory, that's why she was having difficulty with it. But Jax grabbing that Revivify, taking care of that little fight there, and moving on. Entities is pillaging the Magitech facility while he's getting some levels at the same time. Not too bad of battles here so far. I haven't seen any difficult battles for leveling so far.
And Jakovix is our first to go into World of Ruin, going to Collapsing House.
E. 63,000 for whatever the item that is. That's expensive.
Brianna finding that it is cheaper in Light World.
Yep. More rooms for Jax. Oh, it's taking the extra fights too. Katana souls. So the offering chest, monster chest, is inside the house. I don't think he was expecting that. Unfortunately, does not have any magic to cast. Unfortunately, only has scan. I don't think X magic scan is going to work on this.
I don't think you need to cast scan twice on an enemy, but then again, what do I know?
Well, you know what? I always miss it the first time I cast scan. Okay, I'm like, oh wait, I wasn't looking. What was it? Because I'm like too busy menuing at the bottom. I was like, oh wait, I forgot what his weaknesses are. Ouch. Yeah, this may have to be a reset for Jax, unfortunately. Oh, he's threatening to scan it. Oh, he's scanning it all right.
The meat scan! Level 11.
43,000.
4,000.
Okay. Oh, that's dead. No!
Oh, no damage!
Do we have anything? Rods, anything to throw at this thing? Smoke bomb. Okay, smoke bomb works. Woo! Okay, at least we don't have to reset. We lose the offering though. So he loses an offering. He has an ammo weapon, so that's gonna hurt a little bit. He's like, let's check. No, I want to check that chest. That chest has the other monster in it. Celeste with 20 HP, probably not going to be very good for that. As Entity's about to get his first boss fight of the night here. So what did Jex get out of that check there?
We're still seeing it. Magicite. Siren.
Yeah, Siren's another good one. It can mute. And for Mr. Entity, he's going to be facing... oh, it's Inferno. I think everybody has scan. I think that's something that... I think that's a check mark that I actually turned on. So I think everybody starts with scan. Yeah, so 2700 HP, not too bad. Of course, being a machine, as all machines are from the Mech Tech facility, they're all weak to lightning.
Just a quick little zap.
Yeah, the diffuser's gonna take all but Celeste out here. Yep.
Seems like Celeste carrying the team here.
Well, here's the thing. He's going to be at the bottom of the pit now. He's stuck there. He's going to have to keep fighting this over and over and over again. And Inferno's not an easy fight.
Not an easy fight.
Okay, we have Jex doing Gao's dad. However, I don't think Gao's available. So I don't think our Shadow's not picked up yet. So there's no check there for now.
Terra has 1 HP in her dream. Nope.
Oh, it's another reset for him. This is gonna be rough. The problem is I don't think there's any fights down in the pit. Like there's no encounters in the pit except for yeah, so he's just gonna have to warp out of there, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if he didn't have that warp stone, he would have to reset the seed.
Yeah, but everybody did start with warp stones. I think everybody started with 3 warp stones on this, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check that in a second. No, 5. Everybody started with 5 warp stones. So everybody definitely had plenty of warp stones to get out of certain situations. So. Earrings everywhere. Dang.
Well, let me say this. Were you a double earring in Sabin as a kid, or were you a Genji Glove offering Sabin?
Oh, double earrings. Bum rush for the win. If you're on Green Sabin, you're gonna go double earrings, bum rush, or fire dance. If you're doing anything else, you're doing it wrong, in my opinion. You?
However, I was a Genji Glove offering Sabin.
Ah! You're only doing that because you're saving your thumb from doing the circle.
What, I didn't play fighting games as a kid, and I only played RPGs.
Get better at Street Fighter, man. I was Street Fighter, I didn't play Mortal Kombat. Kind of hard to play when your parents are like, "That's too much blood." Yeah, well.
Like, Street Fighter was the only parent-approved fighting game out there.
Oh, Dragon Horn for Rihanna. and the extra chests. Sometimes getting those extra chests do help. So now we have Dragonhorn on the natural jumping slots. And with a hyper wrist, that's really going to help her out. Jex keeps like trying to walk out of town. He's like, wait, no, I gotta find one more item.
Brianna going back for revenge.
Well, Entity was the one that had the issue, not Brianna. So this is gonna be Brianna's first try. She doesn't know that Inferno's here yet, so. But she does have
Sorry,
a.
there's more others here.
I know. It can be hard to keep track to everybody as Jex buys 99 shuriken. Brianna's seeing Inferno for the first time. Now, Jump's going to help. The Dragonhorn Jump's going to help. However, Inferno has multiple arms. And the Fire 3 that we got from Phoenix is useless because it's going to heal him. So this is still going to be a tough fight. Yeah, this is rough. Now, I did say the scaling was 2.5, right?
I think you did say that.
So
And
we are...
Jakovix and Radio Guy going for the camp.
That's probably not a bad deal there to get some more fights and there's some more levels. Because right now, our characters are currently at... I know math's hard for some. But we are currently at a 8-10. So everything's at level 10 right now, I believe.
Like
most of our
10,
guys are level
11-ish.
3, so yeah, this is they need to do some lot more levels. As, by the way, we're going to after Bannon tonight.
Jakovix can't keep saving up.
Yeah, Jex Rock is having a hard time tonight with keeping people alive. Everybody's kind of having a hard time right now, actually. But this like I said, so this I guess this is a lot more difficult than I thought, as Phoenix is getting used to res Sabin. There you go. I will ask you something though. I mean, considering Radio Guy had to completely almost reset, he's not that far behind.
Yeah, making in a very quick recovery.
Well, Brianna having a little bit easier time. Now would be a great time for Celeste to jump and get all those skips in, now that the arms are down. Except I don't know if she's using a weapon or not. Well, I will eat my words. I thought this sea was going to be very fast for runners. I thought we were already going to be, like, sipping champagne, walking into Kefka's Tower the next 10 minutes, but I am clearly wrong.
Yeah, I was almost considering it.
But Brianna gets through the fight. She is the first one to get through the boss fights as getting a Tritosh.
Or try talk, however you want to pronounce it.
Yep, and that has Berserk and Cure too, which is going to be good. Again, Berserk very helpful.
Yeah, less A mashing. And plus a slight attack buff.
Well, it's also good against Magimaster in case these guys run into him at this rate. We have a Doulahan jumping off the cliffs of Dover here.
And no problem taking him down.
Well, it helps when you don't have fighting something that's immune to fire, as we do have a Sasquatch on the screen. Fire works good against him, so this shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, 3,000 Popple Kapow,
Radio guy being rewarded with an Esper. I saw Mute, Bold, and X-Zone. Didn't catch the others.
Okay, but he is going to warp out. He's not going to go for stage 3 of the facility. She's not, rather. That's smart on her part. And she's going to do Falling House, as Jex is going to jump off the waterfall to get his Doulahan. And looks like Radio Guy is, yep, having the double, again, working on the double backing to get the items from Narsh. Is it Narsh or Narshi for you?
I've just said Narsh.
Alright, growing up was Narshi for me. Didn't learn the right way to say it, so.
Well, with all these Final Fantasy games, pronunciations could literally be anything.
Yeah, because of Trine and Train and whatever, as Entity's gonna go down the river for some more levels. Oh, insta-kill is not gonna work, unfortunately, against Ings. Yeah, we're gonna get through that anyways.
Because, fun fact about the undead, they can't be insta-killed, but if they are insta-killed, they die, but they come back at full HP.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate thing for certain weapons that do insta-kills, so yeah, like Wing Edge.
And Assassin Knife.
Yep. And, let's see. Jex finishes his end of the waterfall to get his, you said that was an Esper, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Raiden, which is another good Esper to have, insta-kills. And we have a Kefka. What? Brianna looks like she's trying her hand at the offering chest here. Much higher in levels now this time around with the Double Fire 3, so this should be a little easier. Okay, so Kefka's in Narsh, but he's in a different spot in Narsh. And that was also an Esper for...
Well, it just said Kefka at Narsh. It didn't say where in Narsh.
Yeah, he was in the
It just
cave,
said
not in the
at
hill.
Narsh.
Yeah. Oh no, Radio Guy. Oh, whew, okay, I got scared there for a second. Unfortunately, didn't see what Seraph had, and I don't have the cheats to see what each Esper had. So Oh, Brianna.
Fortunately, I don't have the cheats either.
All right, so Brianna gets it, so she's gonna get an offering to go with an ammo weapon, possibly whatever she's gonna go with that. Ooh, and that's a Chatternook floating above the water there. Well, fun fact, Chatternook's actually weak to fire, because it is a painting after all. It's made out of paper.
Or it could be used as a canvas, which is also wood and like some sort of cloth.
Hey, people can have metal frames. People can have metal frames, you know, I'm just saying.
Like a disc plate. Not sponsored.
Ooh, and that's a character. It looks like we have a lock. Lock in the party with GP Rain, Natural Magic.
I remember liking Block as a kid.
Which character is your favorite? What do you think of that? Jex is trying his hand at Inferno. We have yet to see. Actually, I take that back. Rana did get past him, so we are 1-1. Inferno's 1-1, I guess, against the group here. As going to try to do an insta-kill with Raiden. I don't think that's going to work, unfortunately.
Worked on the back arm.
Ooh, and I see a Guardian on the screen for Radio Guy. Doing Zozo World of Balance right now. Never easy thing at these low levels to see end game bosses. And unfortunately, Y remove is not turned off, so you have to fight this. Because interesting thing, if you have Y remove, you can actually kill the boss that's standing right there and walk past them.
Well, I don't remember my favorite character exactly, but I know, like, my A team, it was like Celes, Terra, Sabin, and whoever I felt like.
Frasian86, thank you for joining in chat there. And yeah, earrings did the same thing. All the weapons do the same as they did in the vanilla game. The only weapon that has been slightly adjusted was as Atma weapon, because Atma weapon never really came online until like the later stages of the game. So we have adjusted that because these games go a lot faster at a lot lower levels. We have adjusted that weapon to be a little bit easier. Or at least more user-friendly, let's put it that way, to cause more damage at lower levels. Well, the other items do the same. Earrings increase the potency of any kind of magic ability used. I know.
And it does stack. Like, I think with one earring it's 20%, but with two it's 50%. I think.
I know who it is. Yeah, don't get into a trivia contest with Franklin in this game. Okay, Siren has Cure 2. Also has Cure 2, so a lot of Cure 2, so healing not too bad in the seed. Looks like Bolt 2 was just learned by Jex Rock, so Bolt 2 is available. So the only thing we're really missing is ice really right now, as looks like Mr. Antes has got the Curse Shield On Celeste, Curse Shield is only 8 battles, so that shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, I think the highest I've seen personally is like a 15.
Steel Pearl. So we're having a little bit of crisscross applesauce right now. Mios Entities gets the red cap, which is the other half of the item there from the item shop. If you go to the World of Ruin, you get the choice of one item or the other from the weapons smith. You get the other version of it behind the Terra check in Narsh World of Balance. I'm no Cecil. Cecil or Cecil, depending on where you're from, I guess.
I've always said Cecil.
Interesting. So Jax is actually going for the third section of the magic facility. Interesting. And Radio Guy is skipping the chest in the collapsing house. That was the offering chest. So he's not going to pick up the offering from there.
So far, Brianna is the only one with an offering.
I'm interested to see who's at the end of the train tracks here. If you want to be a part of our community, by the way, don't be afraid to join our Discord. The easiest way to get there is going to our website, which is ff6wc.com. The Discord link is right at the top of the page. And don't be afraid to join us. We have a lot of knowledgeable people that can walk you through learning how to play the randomizer of this.
Yeah, and there is a quick, like, 12-ish minute video on the help page.
And we're actually working on creating a beginner's seed that actually has the little training house that's in Narsh. Teach people about various tips and tricks on how to get through it and inside the game itself. Which would be interesting. As Radio Guy just went through the Coliseum, fortunately missed those items. I didn't see them. As the entity finishes up a fight with Inferno and with Inferno and Shiva, which was the tunnel armor check. Which gave another Esper. So we're getting to a point where it looks like everybody's definitely going to go for the skip. Which, if you remember, was only 3 characters, 5 Espers, and 3... Was it 5 Espers? Yeah.
It was 3 characters, 5 Espers, 3 dragons.
So we're actually at the point where everybody can just go for dragons now. Except for Entity. He's the only one that has to get another Esper. But everybody's at a point where you can just do dragons and go straight to Kefka now. So we can still see close to a minute here, depending on how long it takes people to do dragons. So we're going to be close to a minute here. As Brianna is going for the dragons right now, she's going for Opera House Dragon. Now, although on your screen it shows what they need, right? It's the easiest one to get to. Well, we don't know because there are shuffles. So we don't know which dragon it might be. So the numbers you see on your screen is actually the numbers you need to get into just to Kefka, not the shortcut. There is a shortcut available for them, which is 3 characters, 5 espers, and 3 dragons. And there's definitely 3 dragons available because Phoenix Cave is also available for at least for Entity because he does have Lock with him. So
Finding Storm Dragon in the Opera House.
meanwhile, Entity is actually going through the Mount Colts Vargas path here, which nobody has done yet. As Radio Guy gets through his Inferno. Good. Storm Dragon giving Brianna a little bit of trouble. Jex is going after his first dragon, which will be a Dirt Dragon. That is not the one you want to see.
Definitely not the one you want to see. Entity finding Hulahan on Sabin Mountain.
Yep, man's going to get the kill for that, but unfortunately, it is not an Esper. It's going to be Mog. So no 5th Esper for Entity yet.
Well, hey, that's still another character.
It's a Mogul. Mog with health, that's not bad, but we do have some Cure 2s in the seat, so probably not going to see some in major group play here. So I think and he also had Natural Magic too. I think if the Cure 2s weren't so readily available, I think he would definitely be a part of the party. And it looks like the dragons are not scaled, so this is definitely getting some work in here. Okay, here comes the Quake for Jex. This is what you're worried about. Okay, it's not doing too much damage. Ooh, a Hontus does. Entity now doing the Imperial check, which again, we know is not an Esper either. So this is going to be another dead check for them.
But Brianna taking down the dragon. One in the books.
Yep, only needs 2 more. And there's the Dirt Dragon down. And Brianna's on her way to go after the Dirt Dragon, looks like. And Radio Guy warps out after 2 checks on the facility, goes into Narsh World, and then switches over to World Ruin. Is now going to go after his dragons, it looks like. Unless he's just going for the standard run here. He's got 7 Espers.
That is certainly more than you would expect.
Charging battery.
Marino's going to get a quick save here before the dragon, which is a good thing because this is a dirt dragon. So this can wipe out a party if you're not ready for it. So definitely taking a safety save right at the dragon, so that's good to help there. As Entity's still trying to find that 5th Esper, he's going to go to the falls, which he will find it there. There's a Dullahan Esper there, so be Raiden. Okay, I don't think Radio Guy actually read the notes for this. It looks like he's going for just the regular entrance, but he doesn't have to. He just go for 3 dragons and done. But he's going for the extra checks here for the extra Espers, I guess. I also want to shout out to our restreamer, which is Franklin, and also our tracker tonight, which as soon as it flips over, I believe it's Cat. I think Cat's doing it tonight, right?
Maybe.
It's not the thing. Oh no. It is Cat. All right, there we go. Yeah, Ceiling Cat's doing our tracking tonight, so thanks to you for flipping it over to the shortcuts. Appreciate it. Rocking the shades.
Nice shades, bro.
So Entity finally getting that 5th Esper. Definitely feeling the heat after getting a couple of dead checks. Probably is going to have to go straight to dragons now. He doesn't have a choice to catch up here.
Well, I'm pretty sure, like, any amount of characters is useful, even if they're just meat shields.
Well, looks like Entity's going to stick to the regular entrance, actually, because he's going for Collapsing House now.
However, he still has to defeat 1 dragon.
That is true. But again, going to Kefka with just 3 characters is still difficult. You gotta think about it. Yes, I can go do a shortcut with only 3 characters and I can get 3 dragons, I'm good to go. However, we're also talking about having 1 character, 1v1 all the bosses. The statue bosses to get there. One of which has to fight 2 because you also have the Guardian. So you don't really have the extra padding or anything with the extra character. That actually might make it a little harder, right?
Yeah, I think you would probably spend more time trying to fight through Guardian and the vanilla Vanilla Inferno spot would be. You would probably spend more time fighting the bosses than actually trying to find characters.
That is true. Which, on the shrine note, Entity still hasn't broken the Paladin shield yet, unfortunately. And it's still not going to have it broken yet, because Celeste is on the dirt, taking a dirt nap. So I'm not going to get that unlocked yet. Jack's going back to the World of Balance again. I believe he only has 2 dragons so far. Maybe do some last minute shopping, maybe, as Brianna's going to go for dragon number 3 at the Magi Tower, which she has, I think X Magic still works, right, in the Magi Tower?
X magic still works.
Yeah, but she's going to have to climb halfway up to go get the dragon there. Because she
Now
doesn't
it's
have a lock in
time
the party,
for
so
Deep
Phoenix is
Ember
not available.
Simulator.
Yeah, the Stairmaster. By the way, if you want to practice doing your blitz bum rushes, go to Magi Tower and get your bum rush practicing.
I think that's how it works.
Entity with Esper number 7, I believe, as Brianna goes in for her Ice Dragon fight. Well, that'll be easy with the double fire 3 coming out of Terra. Oh, but X Magic is not on, so she only has single casting only. Okay. But everybody has fire 3, so she should be fine.
Yeah, dealing an average of 5,000 a pop.
Yeah, and that ice attack actually healing Terra, so this is definitely going to be an easy fight. Kapow. GX's turn to climb the stairs. Oh, but she's gonna keep going up the stairs anyways. She's gonna go finish the stair climb for an Esper or an item, because we know it's not a character. Yeah, don't look at the left side of the screen too much, guys. You're gonna get very dizzy. I don't know if we know what's at the top of the tower, actually.
We do not know.
No, we don't know what's at the top of the tower, so. But the reason why you go to the top of the tower, it's always, I guess, guaranteed for a good item at the top, I guess. I think it has a higher frequency of having a good item or something like that from what I heard. So that's another reason why to go all the way up. So I'm told. As we have dragon fights all over the screen. We have Ice Dragon on Jax. We have a Storm Dragon on Radio. We're going to have another Storm Dragon on Entity. As we have a Rex Soul. Super Balls.
Yes, throw all of the balls.
Well, it still doesn't do much. I mean, it's still gonna have those stupid things that keep summoning themselves, so.
Jax throwing out quad 9s with Atma weapon.
Who is Jax?
Yeah.
Which character is that on? Is that on Sabin?
Celes, I believe.
Oh, he's not jumping with her?
No. Doesn't look like he was jumping, but it does look like he's going down now.
Yeah, he's not going up to finish the tower like Brianna did, so he's going to go down instead. So, just
but
not...
the million-dollar question still stands. Is he going to go do statue skip, or...
Oh, he has to now. He has to. I mean, that's not a question. I mean, he's got it, so I don't think he's going to go anywhere away. Especially if he's doing quad 9s with that weapon already. Yeah, he's got it.
But then... but that's only 1/3.
That's fine. I mean, yeah, stick her in the middle. She gets the 2 bosses. Terra has X magic, as long as you don't find anything that has fire, which we already know Inferno's not. We already know Inferno and Ifrit are not there. So the chances of, and the only other one you could run into would be Spicy Chicken. So I think he's gonna be fine. The only question is, I guess, is Saban, but he has throw, and if he has enough Shuriken or Ninja Stars and his vigor's high enough, which it is anyways, because it's Saban, he should be fine. Oh, Fixed Dice? Where's Fixed Dice? Was that the top tower?
I think so. Taking down Rexel.
It was a Fixed Dice. Okay, cool. So if
Finding
Celeste can
number
use Fixed
128
Dice,
at Goddess.
okay, that's not bad. Luckily it's not Inferno, because he would be immune to this fire. So, kapow, kapow, that was quick. By the way, Brandon get Fixed Dice, so if Celeste can equip Fixed Dice, that'll make her jumping power pretty darn good for her.
But you don't actually get to see the numbers, though. And I'm a big numbers guy. I like seeing the numbers. Show me the numbers, dang it.
Yeah, but it's so slow. This is a race. Entity getting his one dragon now. He's going to hike up the hill to get his second dragon now. Radio getting his second dragon already. At the top of the tower, see if he's going to go up. Nope, so no Fixed Dice for Radio. Oh, okay, so okay, I was gonna say, what was that on Jax? Oh, he didn't have Mogultron run, that's why.
And for anybody who doesn't know, the Fixed Dice calculations are level times number 1 times number 2 times number 3.
Yep, and the higher level you are, the more damage it's possible to do. And ooh, yeah, I just see that Goddess now. Oh boy. This could be a problem. Entity's still trying to break that shield. Jack's
What, I
playing
think it was
defense right now, though. He's
Fight
gonna go
shield,
offense.
you said?
Oh, sorry?
It was an 8-fight shield, you said?
Yeah, I think it was only 8 fights, so he should be pretty close. I know she was dead for a couple of them, but all right, save him back to full health. Let's see what he can do with this. Shuriken throws. So this is gonna take a little. Oh no, kapow! Got it. I don't know, did you see that radio screen? Throw something at me, will you? I'll throw something back in your face. Yeah. How dare you throw something at me? Oh, we're having fun now. Celeste is muddled. We have Terra as an imp, and Saban just took a knife to the face for throwing something.
And we now see Brianna going into Kefka's tower.
There you go. Yep, you want to have Terra in the middle. Now we see Celeste at level 53 with almost 5,000 HP. Yeah, that's probably why she's doing quad 9s with that thing. Unfortunately, I believe that was Jex, and Jex had to warp out of the offering fight. So imagine how much damage he'd be doing if he had the offering with him. And the last one is Doom. So 2 of the statues are there. Oh my goodness.
But not in their proper spots.
Well, it's still
So
French
that's
vanilla, okay?
in
It's
a
French
French-
vanilla.
Vanilla and French vanilla are 2 different things.
Yes, they are. One has the bean still in it. Might as well it's vanilla bean, I guess. Anyways. Oh, slam dunk in that. There you go. So we certainly have Jex in the lead right now, followed closely behind by Brandon, who also did the skip. We have Entity, who's going to be catching up very soon. He's only got 1 more dragon to go. Radio Guy also only has 1 more dragon if they want to do the skip. Entity has a little bit more in his favor, having 2 extra characters to help him out. So that's the other thing. You're going to go to the Kefka's fight with only 3 people instead of 4. So they also have that also to think about as well.
Entity going for the Phoenix Cave Dragon.
All right. It might be a little easier. He might feel it might be easier to get to than Tower. It might actually be slightly slower because you have to keep switch swapping back and forth to open doors. So I think in the end it's actually going to be slower, and you're very close to the end of it, so there's really no point at that point. So unless he wants another Esper.
And at 1 hour and 3 minutes, we are going into the Kefka fight proper.
An Ultros 4 is going to be the Guardian, so no experience on that one. No, I'm sorry. Nope. That's my bad. Okay, we're in Ultros 2. All right, you want to talk about Tier 1 Kefka?
Sure. So, how the final Kefka fight works is you go through several different stages, and whatever your enemy dies last is determines what final move you do before you go on to the next tier. And pro tip, you don't want to kill the head last, because that one has the nastiest, and it's also very susceptible to fire, and
Which we have plenty of.
And the right arm is susceptible to instant death. And just do whatever you want for the body.
Yeah, for the fist side. And they made quick work of that. That was good time in there, and we're off to Tier 2. Now, Tier 2 has a 4-headed beast. The little cat kind of looking thing at the bottom, that's Tiger. You want to kill him first. He's weak to ice. However, I haven't seen any ice in this seed yet. Then you got the blue guy sitting on top of him. That gives you 10 hits after he dies. Machine, or the person leaning up against the vine there in that area, they're weak to lightning. However, they're also weak to instant kill. And you want to try to mute the bad guy as quickly as possible. That is magic. And if you mute him, he can't do anything, which is what Jack's doing right now. And if your characters don't have that, you can also have Siren, who can mute, or you can have Raiden or Odin that you can instantly kill.
So the middle part of the machine going down.
And having X magic, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, casting Mute and casting Doom. So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
And if you are able to mute magic, you want to leave them up last because although their counter will still go off, the counter is only dispelled. So all it does is counter if you set up for life 3s or something like that to go up to the further up the chain. But if you get low on health and you're struggling a little bit, leave magic up so that way you can recover, heal up, and then you can move on after you kill them. So. And Mr. Entity did get his 3rd dragon while we're talking, and he's going to go do the Phoenix check, which apparently is an item or an Esper. His Force armor wasn't even Esper. God. Oh my god, I feel bad for him right now.
Didn't really want to see that. But after this, he should be going in to Kefka's tower.
Yes, I would definitely be by now. And there he goes. Oh, safety save outside the tower.
Save.
Yep.
Always
guys,
take
man.
your safety saves, kid.
Seatbelts for safety. Yeah. So here we got tier 3. Oop. So tier 3, we have what's called Girl in Sleep. The girl is kind of the floating head and body of a female, while you see the Kefka-like body kind of propped up there in that vine. He's sleeping. And the trick to this one is Girl has 9,999 HP, which Celeste graciously took care of with that 1 hit. So she's down. So the lower the health that Sleep gets, the more and more damage, the more powerful his magic spells he's going to throw at you as Branda gets in to start to hurt Kefka at 108.20. So the lower the health gets, the more damaging spells he throws out, like Meteor and stuff like that. And so they can do a lot of damage to your party very, very quickly. Or Merton rather. Morton? Merton. So it can be pretty troublesome. And he will counter with that damage every time you hit him. So you gotta be careful. And trying is also kind of troublesome too, because now you're gonna be blinded and muted, which apparently Sabin is immune to. He must have a ribbon on. So you kind of so you're gonna have to get rid of that on both your girls here. Which remedy, eye drops, or echo screen will work for those.
Hold up, I thought blind didn't work.
Blind doesn't work when you jump, but since he's using a faster means of getting that damage out, which is just by regularly just attacking, blind is going to hurt sort of the accuracy there. So,
but blind doesn't work in Final Fantasy VI.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh yes, it does.
On vanilla, it don't.
All right. Well, she took care of that fight. Looks like nobody got nuked, so.
And Mr. Entity confirming that it is indeed Ultros 2.
Yep, it is Ultros 2. That is the Opera House Octopi. As we come to the final battle with Kefka for Jex. Let's see how quickly he can get this off here. Or if he will even get the Fallen One cast on him. He actually might have enough damage to skip the Fallen One part here. Yeah, I think he was able to skip the fallen one. I think he was going to go straight into the wind up here. Nope, the fallen one still goes off. But as a Mech Elixir, Sapin take care of that, being the lowest damaged person on the party because he double casted Fire 3 or not, whacking them in the face for 9,999 damage.
Is he gonna get Chaos U skip?
Shuriken going in. I think that might do it right there.
And
Yep,
that's the
about to bow.
Flash. GG's.
111.37.
Let's see if he wants to come in for an interview.
I did say this is going to be around an hour. This is going to be a very quick seed in the end. So I was right in the end. Not under an hour, but it was close enough.
And it seems like we do have Jex in. What did you think of that seed?
Testing, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you fine.
Excellent. GG's.
Yes, GG's. So how was that for you, bud?
That was interesting. I was expecting to actually find a fourth character, but I didn't, so I'm just like, well, I got 6 Espers. I still don't have Calmness Protection, so we're gonna take a little bit of time and look for something. You know, like I did have Life 3, but I didn't feel like having to rely on that, so I did a couple extra checks. It was kind of jetty. I regret not resetting out of a Collapsing House because I found Mana Soul in there.
Yeah, that definitely would have powered up your Celeste a little more.
Oh yeah. But overall, the seed wasn't too bad. I had a couple of close calls with, what was it, Inferno and someone else I had a close call with.
Yeah, Inferno's not fun when the only spell you can cast is fire. So a couple of other things. So you did Kefka's Tower. You did not Kefka. You did Magi Tower for 1 year dragons, but you didn't go up the rest of the way. Why's that?
Didn't have Strago.
Okay, well, Brianna did it anyways.
Was it an open world?
No, she went to the top of the tower. She got to the top of the tower and got it anyways.
Huh.
Apparently don't need struggle for that. We have to look into that now.
Yeah, what was at the top of, what was the rest of, Fnatic's tower?
It was Fixed Dice.
Yeah, it was Fixed Dice.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you needed Strago for that, unless there was a recent change.
No, okay, so if you go in for the chest, it still triggers the boss, but you don't get the reward at the bottom of the tower, unless you have Strago.
Okay.
So you still get the chest, which is a high item chest. But yeah, apparently, but it which triggers the boss when you come back out, but you don't trigger the reward at the bottom.
Oh, I learned something new. But yeah, this steed overall was seemed kind of jet-like. I probably spent more time running around collecting things than I probably should have. And that EXP egg I picked up was definitely a savior.
I didn't even get to that part where it was like, oh, we have experience. Oh, never mind. He already found it. That was great.
I think I bought mine, if I remember correctly.
So yeah, that was where it was. We had to buy one. But one of the things I want to ask is that you had Terra in the party. You guys were looking for levels. Why didn't you try doing like a Narsh River, going through the Turner's Cave, do that check, and just continue into the river?
Too much of a time waste.
Okay.
Leet River has almost always lets me down. Whether
so it's like a personal thing.
whether I go there for a check or something else happens and I end up last location, Leet River. That check is just my bane. I think
And just really quick here, Brianna is ticking down. 2 of her characters have Doom on them. She just lost Terra on. Oh, but she has Life 3 apparently. Didn't see that. On Kefka 3 here. Oh boy, she's getting a little bit of a fight here as Entity is about to start Kefka and Radio's about to start Kefka at the exact same time. So sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. I was just gonna say Leet River is probably more of a least favorite check than Phoenix Cave nowadays. But aside from that, I'm gonna get going. I just want to say thanks for everyone tuning in, and guys, thanks for having me on the restream.
You're having it. Congrats on the stream win.
Yep, thank you very much. GG's.
Yeah, GG's on the win, man.
All right,
And
so
as
Brianna,
we can see, Radio Guy and Mr. Entity entering Kefka proper at almost the same time. And with Radio just slightly ahead.
yeah, and Brianna's on her final fight here using the fixed dice out of Celeste, getting some good rolls out of that, getting her 9 quad 9s just basically that way. Recasting Life 3 to try to survive this onslaught from Kefka soon. Here comes the Fallen One. She does not. Does she have She does not have Mega Elixir. So he's gonna have to go the hard way with doing X potions and maybe a double cure 2 here. Okay, double cure 2, but individually targeted, so it does a little more health. Man, some great rolls out of Celeste tonight.
Quad 9 spear throw!
Oh, down goes Celeste!
Don't worry, she had Life 3.
She has Life 3, but she's gonna have to heal him up. Heal Celeste up here to try to survive the end of the world, as I guess you could call it. As we have a lot of screen shaking going on all over the place. Oh, low roll. Yeah, not even seeing the result of that. She's just going to double down on the Cure 2 to whole party there. As both Entity and Ready to Go goes on the move to Tier 2. All right.
With Mr. Entity pulling away from Radio.
Kapow, that's it for Brianna. Her final time is 1:19:26.
And let's see if we can get her in for an interview as well.
She's been doing really good on these runs lately, actually. I've seen a couple of hers. She's always finishing top 2 lately, so she's doing pretty good lately.
Yeah, she has been doing well.
As we wait for her to possibly join us here, again, we have neck and neck, side-by-side racing with Entity and Radio. Remember, Radio's computer died at one point, and Entity ran into a lot of dead checks, so that's pretty much why they're in this position right now.
Well, I would say Entity is one of who are better runners, but he has been having computer issues lately, which is slowing him down.
Computer issues are never a good thing. I know my computers. I don't know how it's still running. It's like over 10 years old. I don't know how it's still running today. It managed to do what it does. So I did build it, so maybe that's why I hope. I'm a good builder, maybe. Alright, so Brianna will be joining us. She just needs a minute, so we might have just a crazy interview with a bunch of people in the room at the same time, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
One other thing to note is that Entity has more characters in his party, so because he has the extra log, so that might actually make a slight difference. Maybe, because he is casting Fire 3 with 4,000 damage, so that should help him. Yeah, Radio was down for a good about 8 to 10 minutes there, with his computer going down. But joining us on the channel is Brianna GG's.
Hi, GG.
Another good performance out of you, 119.26. How was the seed overall for you?
Okay, so like the very beginning was rough, but as soon as you came online, you like came online.
That's great.
Yeah, once you went to the top of the hill, it was going down faster, maybe even past terminal velocity.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, once I came online, it was it.
Now, one of the things that
No
helps
holding
you out...
back. Full force. Maximum power.
Now, one of the things that helped you out is that you actually you found the offering in the collapsed house. So how much did that help you there?
I mean, it was money for the columnist protection, so a ton.
Well, it actually hurt. Jex actually had to bail because he found it earlier in the seed. He actually had to warp out of the fight in the middle of it, and he had an Atma weapon on Celestial and Quad 9s. So he felt really bad about having to jump out of that. So
yeah, no, I fixed Ice Genji left.
About that fixed
Celis at the end there.
Yeah, about that fixed ice. You went to the top of the tower. You're the only one that actually went all the way up anyways.
Yeah, so it wasn't that much further away, and it was just one more fight for experience because I was going in with just 3 characters, and that's it.
Ooh, and as we see Sabin go down and Mr.
no.
Going into the final fight there.
Oh,
But yeah.
wow, Mr. E found 2 characters.
Yeah, he was for a while there. We thought that he had a hard time. He found all the dead checks.
Oh no! Yeah, the only one that I found was the economizer at Imperial Camp, and I was actually happy to see that with Terra Natural X Magic.
Yeah, that's pretty good to have.
Well, the race is pretty neck and neck between Radio and Entity.
Yeah, it looks like we were all in Kefka's
no.
tower at the same time.
So,
Oh no, Radio Guy's got a solo Kefka.
He's got a solo Kefka Monimon with Sabin, and Sabin, I would say Sabin was probably the weakest of the group, of the 3, I would say.
Yeah,
I
I think
think-
I would say so as well.
I think the play that I was happiest about was actually going to Zen right before Kefka's tower, just in case that Esper had columnist protection, and it was a double whammy, life 3 and Gallant, so I was happy.
Well, I will say something about Radio. He's going to continue on with 1 Sabin, and his computer died, and he was out of the race for almost 10 minutes.
Yeah, if he pulls this off with a solo 7, like, he gets the sweat hands down, period.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Unfortunately, we aren't going to get that with Kefka crumbling.
No, Entity is going to finish his run at 1 minute 25 second, 1 hour 25 minutes and 41 seconds. And he'll definitely probably be joining us in a little bit. As he looks like he's going to be jumping on watching the stream now. Yeah, so also like talk about a little bit more about the stream about the seed here, because you got to a point where you're like, and that how okay. One thing I want to know is like how scary was it going 1v1v1 against the end bosses and having to find out that 2 of the end bosses were statues, as we find out that unfortunately Radio is going to forfeit from the race. Unfortunately.
Aww.
No. This is a truly sad moment.
Oh.
Is he gonna do it for the honor, though?
Specifically for Doom, I was like, well, I'm glad I've got Super Balls because I don't know if you noticed, but I looked through my magic list to see if I had Dispel because I wasn't sure. And when I saw I didn't, I was like, okay, Super Balls, because he was gonna be hecka dodgy after he started glowing, and then the Reflect, and I didn't have any Reflect piercing spells.
Yeah, that was different. What about the other one? The other one was Goddess, right?
Yeah, Goddess, and just like Celis just meme jumped all over her.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for the boss to do anything to you when you're not targetable.
I did get nervous though when she Wombat countered me. Because Wombat is well known for being a one-shotter along with Hyperdrive.
With his big gnashing teeth. And also joining this channel is going to be our other runners here as well. We got Entity in here, and we're going to have... Oh, we'll have them jump in a second, I guess.
Yep, no problem.
Ben, anything for us for Bria Brenna before we bring in the other two? All right.
Well, I will just say before I head off, GG everybody, and Boo Jack!
Yeah, nuts to that guy.
Yeah. Boo Jack. All right, Mr. Entity, again, you finished at 1:25:41. Overall, how was the run for you? Also, I'm sorry, we also have Radio in 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lost that race by going to the Magitech facility near the start. And finding Inferno, and then losing like 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, it also didn't help that you found all the dead checks along the way, too. I mean...
I sure did. But yeah, it was not a very generous seed, except for that experience egg I found at the start. And later, an Atmo weapon, and I tried to find an offering and did, so hooray, I guess. There was like 2 good spells. And, like, Locke didn't even have a shield going into Kefka. That should tell you exactly how generous.
Yeah, but he's still doing like 4,000 damage with a Fire 3, though.
Yes, we're putting earrings on us. And, you know, all my guys were reasonable levels because of that experience. Like, they were all, I think, minimum 45, which was, you know, that's a solid level to be fighting Kefka at. So my damage was good, my defense was not. And also my damage was mostly just Fire 3.
Well, that's pretty much the damage for everybody in this seat, so...
Doesn't surprise me.
Well, yeah. The only person who didn't get the offering is Jex, because he went to Collapsing House early in the seed and had to smoke bomb out.
Yeah, Katana Soul early in this seed would have been near impossible to beat. There was nothing. Until you got Fire 3, there was nothing.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of, like, in-bosses near the beginning of the seed. You had Inferno, you had Guardian, I saw on somebody's screen.
I did not have a Guardian, but my first boss was Inferno. It was technically doable, but it would have required multiple tries and some luck. Because all I had was attacks.
But about that start, though, I mean, X Magic on Terra, Jump on Celeste, Throw on Sabin. I mean, it must have been good to see that.
Oh, Jump and Throw I'm always happy about. X Magic to me is incredibly situational, whether it's actually useful or not.
But you started the whole seed with a free economizer.
Yeah, and then I sold it immediately, because it's almost
come
never
on.
useful. I wanted my experience egg more than I wanted an economizer. Experience eggs, always good. Economizers, sometimes.
Very situational.
Yes, incredibly so. Just like X-Magic. X-Magic is more of a defensive ability than it is an offensive one. It's really easy to build your party back up from dead with it, but it's almost no different from just casting a spell twice if you're using it offensively.
Radio, you there, or can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, right, we got Radio in too.
There's that guy.
Hey, is this guy?
Now,
Yeah, I know,
Radio,
This
Radio-
guy.
GG's to you, bud, because you went from fighting a computer that crashed on you to almost coming back to finish third in this race, only to just be unfortunate that you were the only one that get doubled. I think you got doubled.
Yeah, double calmness.
You got double calmness at the end there, leaving probably the weakest of the three starters left.
Yeah, it was the one character that I knew that I was only going to max out doing 7k damage per turn, and I wasn't really going to be able to live through. I could have tried to go back through and do it again, but it's just with that idea of being able to get double calmness again, and yeah, it was a fun seed, good fast seed, but that was a little rough.
Yeah, very few characters in the party to start with no Fenrir protection or Golem protection. Definitely.
There was beads.
There were beads.
I bought all of the beads when I found them.
Did anyone find a fourth character?
I had 5.
Okay.
I had Locke, who was useful, and Mog, who I just immediately benched.
Was it Mount Colts or Phantom Train? I'm guessing were one of the
I
two.
did go to Mount Colts. I think that's where I got Locke. I
Mog.
don't remember where Mog was. Oh,
No,
and I
Mog,
don't
Mog
remember
was
where Locke-
Colts. Mog was Colts. Locke was Leti River.
Oh, yeah, the Lee River. Yeah, which I did because I had nothing except Fire 3 and no way to deal damage, and I just wanted them.
Yeah, the Fire 3, I did find that Atma weapon early on really helped late game when I remembered I found it. And yeah, that was nice to put on Celeste to jump at least.
Yeah, unfortunately, we were told, our viewers and Entity, that Jex actually found the offering, which was in the collapsing house, but had to smoke bomb out of it. And his Celeste was doing quad 9s with that thing, because his Celeste was at level, I believe it was like 53 with over 5,000 HP.
Man, yeah, that's a good find on that Katana Soul.
But yeah, but he couldn't get it because he had to warp out of it though, so he could not get the offering.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
there
I'd
was
found
no
that
model.
offering earlier, that experience egg would never have left Celeste.
Oh, there's an experience egg too? Dang.
Yeah, they were for sale in Albrook.
Yep, World of Balance, Oldbrook had them for sale.
A town
went
I
to all the
almost
ruin.
never go to.
And it was one thing I want to ask you is like you went to Phoenix Cave
Yep.
for your third dragon. Why
Yep.
not go to the tower instead? Because that's where everywhere else went.
Because if you're not getting any of the chests, Phoenix Cave isn't that long, and there was the chance of me getting something good right after the dragon.
Yeah, he could get Fenrir or something off that reward check.
Yeah, it was a value judgment of running up the tower and back down for just a dragon that I have to fight solely with magic, and it might be a red dragon, I don't know, and then I'm screwed. Or go to Phoenix
true.
Cave, I still have Celeste who can attack, and then I get a free check after it.
Speaking of dragons, man, other than that ice dragon in the tower, the Opera House dragon and the Narsh dragon were both not fun dragons.
Dirt and Storm, the two worst ones.
Yeah, that's true. And Brianna actually did go all the way to the top of the tower, and she got rewarded with fixed dice.
Where was Oh, she just went up for the item.
No, she just went for the item, which triggered the boss fight, so she still had to fight the boss before coming back down. But she ended up with I think she ended up with like 2 fixed dice because she had Jinji gloves. She was rolling twice. I don't know. I didn't
Oh,
see where
and
the second one
someone
came
could
from,
use
but
them. That's nice.
yep. So she still triggered. She was able to still get the chest. It just you don't get the item at the bottom. This thing.
Yeah.
What boss did she have to get through?
Top of the tower. I will look at my notes.
Top of tower was.
Sorry to
I'll
put
give
you
it
all
a
on the
second.
spot.
I got it. It was
Brianna's saying Rexel.
yes, it was Rexel.
Rexel.
That's not bad. There was a lot of magic available in the seed, so it wasn't too big of a deal to head to the tower for anything.
Did you have like good attacks that weren't Fire 3 or eventually Pearl?
I used Fire 3 on Terra with the Economizer, and then I used the Atma weapon on Celeste later on. Mainly she was jumping and healing in Fire 3, and then I used Throw with Ninja Stars and Shurikens on Sabin.
I never found any purchasable throwables.
Yeah, we saw a lot of Ragnaroks being thrown and
Ragnaroks?
and
Sounds like I got the crap end of the deal on finding stuff this
and
season.
Pearl Lances being thrown. Oh, that was
Definitely-
funny though. Radio. I got to tell you about that one. I gotta mention this one. Is Sabin throwing that weapon at that shadow ninja? I can't remember what the name of it was. And then the shadow ninja going, "Oh, really?" and threw the knife right back at you for another 3,000 damage to his face.
Yeah, when they threw the enhancer back at me, yeah, that was.
He gets right back in your face.
It's like, thanks, and then I'm just gonna leave. I'm out. I don't want to do this anymore.
He literally just pulled the Uno reverse card.
But yeah, Entity, the only one finding extra characters, had lock and got the Paladin. Did you ever get the Paladin shield unlocked? It looked like it took forever.
I had the Paladin shield. I got it just before I fought the whatever the Ice Dragon was. I think it was the Storm
Okay.
Dragon. Yeah, it was only 12, so I knew it was doable, and I found a peace ring pretty much right after. Was I the only one with extra characters? I can't see what Brianna had.
You were the only one with extra characters. Everybody else had the original 3.
Well, I guess, doing Leet River is a thing more people should consider.
And on that note, Jack says that this is bane of his existence in this thing. So,
I mean,
Megan, you got
it
something?
can be dangerous, but if you need levels, and that's the only real fixed encounter check you got, then sometimes it's worth doing. I know Jack in particular is very fond of the Leet River for some reason.
Boo.
Yeah, well, obviously, Boo.
Yeah, no, thank you.
It's not something I go for often, but if I feel supremely underpowered, I will often go for a fixed encounter check. And that's the one that was available.
Hey, Mega, go ahead and jump in.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wait, I have the spotlight now?
Yes. You haven't talked for a while. When did you talk?
It was just so sudden. Like, oh, hey, you get spotlight now. Like, oh, wait, what? Well, overall, the seat was pretty fast, and if someone were to grind it out, I think they could get sub-hour.
Yeah, with better luck in the early game, re-damage abilities, that could have been a lot faster for everyone, I think.
Yeah, there was a couple of things. Like, I think if maybe like Y remove was turned on to get like Mount Zozo opened up, which also would offer another dragon, and not having Fire 3 versus things that are immune to fire would be also be have been helpful for this to be a little bit faster. But yeah, I called it that before we started. Is like we could definitely see an under 1 hour run here, and 1 hour 11 minutes out of Jex. I mean, that was pretty darn close considering the early start there. So
Yeah, I mean, was it 71 minutes on this seed with the start. I mean, I don't know what he did at the
Yeah.
start, but he wound up with 3 characters at the end and still got 71 minutes.
He went to Albrook at like the second or third minute and got the experience egg.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think that was the key to actually doing this quickly. And also not going to Magitech as your first real check, because that didn't work out.
Did you do MTech 3?
Yeah, mostly dead.
I couldn't get through MTech 1. It was the first check I did after after the sealed gate. I went to Magitech, and the first boss was Inferno. He had 2,700 health. I was doing about 300 a shot. It was technically doable, but when he opens up with like launcher or diffuser, it just ruins your chances. So I tried twice and then went, nah, nuts to this.
Yep, warp out, and you save there, so you had to warp out. So wasted.
Well, I went out of my way to get a bunch of chests in there, so I was going to warp out
true.
either way. But yeah, it just depends what direction you went at the start. Like, I imagine more people went to like South Figaro long before I did, and like the Returner's house with all the treasures there. But yeah, I don't know. I went a slightly odd route and it didn't work out. So what are you gonna do?
Cry. I don't know.
Nah, I'll save that for later when I'm not on stream and no one can
Alright,
see
alright.
my sadness.
Hmm.
Well, yeah. If you guys don't have any other questions, I'm gonna get set up for some Jackbox on my stream.
Oh yeah, get Jackbox. I am
Yeah.
interested in that still. Never tried it
Well-
online though.
If anybody from the chats or the community wants to join in, I will be starting that up in 30 minutes or so, probably.
Yeah, I'd be willing to join.
Alrighty,
Anything
guys, I'm gonna
else?
go ahead and take off myself.
Yeah, you
sorry,
guys.
sorry for that. Sorry for that radio. Your cards were just stacked against you tonight. It wasn't your night between the computer and the calmness. It just wasn't your night, bud.
No big deal. There's always next week.
But your recovery was good. I will say that recovery was good. You hit the media spots you had to go to, and you jumped right back in the stream. You did good though.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Y'all have a great weekend.
You too.
You have a great rest of your weekend too.
All right. Anything else you want to touch up on there, Mega, as we wrap this up?
Not really, other than go follow all these amazing runners.
Definitely. We want to thank Entity, Brianna Fofana, Jax Ferox, and Radio Guy PDX. If you are in the chat, there's your Twitch TV places you can go. Also want to thank Ceiling Cat and Franklin, who goes on as Fraudgen86 for those streams. We also have Mega Man, which is Mega Man X 2020, and myself, Saberwolf Gaming. That's 2 M's in gaming because for one M was taken for some reason. Looks like we're going to be I thought we were going to be raiding somebody, but I don't know if we have the ability to. We're going to try. If we are going to try to raid, we're going to raid Demon Fox Phil, who's also running this exact same seed. Other runners do run the seed. If you want to run along with us, we do provide the race in our Discord chat. Again, deff6wc.com. Their Discord link is there if you want to try out this the seed. If you want to run along our runners as they run through the maps and everything. There's other people running in the background as they're running, so